Hey there, everyone. So welcome back to another commentary episode. I feel like this is gonna be our last one for the season. Now, I do have a couple commentaries lined up for our next season, but this first season was here to kind of showcase the different strategies from around the world, and hopefully, in the future seasons, we can go region by region and taking a look at the various games of each country, each continent, each location. I don't know what we're gonna do, but this hopefully was a good introduction to the different strategies from around the world, pre-AI versus post-AI, and we have this very last one, and I'm so excited to share this, which is gonna be the 29th LG Cup final with our two awesome players. We have Byun Sangjil, who is, I believe, our Korean player, versus Kaja, who is our Chinese player. And so, I'm super excited. We've done pretty much all major continents already. I felt like combining two different countries together and seeing the meta that evolves from this is going to be super, super exciting. So anyways, let's get started. We got Keja playing as our Blackstone player versus Byun Sanjil versus with our White Stones. Now we're going to have a very, very, I think, relaxed opening for the most part. We have a 4-4-3-4 opening for our black player ever, and we're going to, I don't know, how would the opening vary? I don't think the opening is going to vary too much, but we are going to be hyper territorial for this episode. We got a 3-3 invasion right off the bat, so Kidja is not it's not messing around. This is the finals of the LG Cup, and Keja wants to really take a hold of all the territory he can get at the very, very beginning of this match. And so we do have the 3-3 invasion. We do see the dagger. I think this is the dagger shape, and Keja's going to attach at the F2 position. And then I believe White needs to respond one more time, just so that Black doesn't Hane on the outside and build the Moyo for Black here. Now, White is going to Hane here, which is a very interesting shape. Black can bump, White's going to connect, and now the question is White going to give up the cutting stones and take the corner, or is it going to be a solid shape? And it looks to be like Black is just poking through all those cutting points. I mean, Black is going to poke through, White is going to have to contain, but now we do have a cutting point on either side right here. So this is going to be a very complicated corner situation right now. I don't know the Joseki. We do see the ladder works for Black if we extend. So Black can just extend right here, or Atari. Nope, Black is going to extend. Okay, so the ladder works for Black, and what Black can now do is pressure these three white stones on the left-hand side. Now, as Black is trying to build strength on this left-hand group right here, there are a lot of weaknesses that Black can really have Sente-ish moves, and I think that's what Keja is doing right now. He's going to put a little bit of pressure on the weakness of the cut right here. We are eyeing that F5 position for later on, but right now strength is needed. You got to have strength before you can go on the attack, and this is the problem with what I usually do in Q level games. I mean, I'm a Q player, and I always find myself, whenever I'm reviewing my games, that I'm always going on the offensive and never defending my weak groups. So Keja showing us, hey, even though I'm being offensive, I need to still defend my weak group. So I'm going to build good shape before I start going on the attack. And this is just a good move. We don't want our white player to get the Panuki here, because that's a really, really strong shape. So Keja is going to fill. White is going to prevent the cut at the G3 position. And yeah, got a Hane right here to build somewhat of a living shape. But let's take a look at the board position right now. We do see the encompassing of the white stones here. It will go into a Liberty race. Black is going to extend right here. White is potentially going to throw in a D1 to eliminate the second eye. D1 is the vital point, but not just yet. I guess D1, and this is what I'm noticing about a lot of professional games right now, is that we know that D1 is the vital point of the shape, but is it time to play it yet? Remember, it's a Liberty race. So how many Liberties does this bottom group have versus the Liberties of this? And I believe that Keja was like, I have more Liberties than you. If we go into Liberty race, if you get rid of this singular eye right here, I will capture this and make it a living group. And that's something that comes with experience. Unfortunately, I wish I could say that, yeah, you can always, tanuki away, but that's not necessarily the case. You got to pay attention to your weak groups around. And so Keja is building that. Now white is finally coming in after building strength right here. White is now going to come in, and now we do see this Liberty race situation. Black is going to prevent white from the honey right here. So this will give black 2 more liberties, so to speak, before white can do anything in this corner. Reason being is because the A1 position is a very special position where white has to fill A3 first before attaring on the A1 stone. Since we have one solid eye right here, it's going to be very tricky. And now the Liberty race is going in. I don't know if Keja can hold this off. Keja has at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Liberties on this bottom group right here. 5 Liberties. Ooh, and then we got 1 eye to 1 eye. Oh, this is a game. This is definitely. And then what? Atari right here on these 2 stones, right? Or throw in. No, black's gonna throw in. Yeah, black is gonna throw in. Look at that. Oh man, black is throwing in. White has to take. White has to take. White cannot allow black to capture these 3 stones. So it's gonna throw in. Black is gonna throw in one more time. Yeah, right. And the white is going to connect. Oh man. Oh man. And then black Ataris. Right? Black Ataris. Black Ataris right here. And then Ataris right here. Oh no! I didn't see that Liberty. No. Is this gonna be a Seki? This is a Seki. No way. That's awesome. That's so cool. Oh man. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'm surprised that white did not fill right here. That is really interesting to me. So is this black group already dead? Well, not yet. Apparently not. Yeah, black fills. Now it's a Seki. Yeah, that's a Seki. White and black cannot play at A1 because it will be a self-atar for either groups. That's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. I mean, for them to be able to read the self-Atari at A1, oh man, that is so cool. But now we do see white building an extension right here, having the overhang of the wall, having 7th line territory. If white is able to kind of build that fortification in the bottom mid right here, then it's going to be a really, really good outcome for white. However, black is leaning, shoulder hitting the P3 stone, preventing white from kind of building upwards and just flattening white. Now, black does have a lot of cutting points, so black can push at P4 or even Q4 to create cutting points for the black player. And so we're just going to have to wait and see. But the liberties on these 3 stones are looking a little tight. So best to run away before attack. Defense before attack is what our white stones are doing right now. And as black is pressuring white on the third line, what's happening? The moyo here is being reduced. Black is building a wall to infiltrate on the right side very, very soon, potentially building an extension or an enclosure, allowing white to come in and invade right here, potentially taking the corner, and then counter pincer. I believe there's going to be a counter pincer in play very, very soon. Black can counter pincer and then run up and then grab this as territory, and there we go. So this far enclosure right here on the far side is inviting white to come in. And white's going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take your corner. Well, actually, black can just take the base away from white. And now black is asking, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go back to your stones here? Because if you are, I'm taking away your base. Or if you go into the corner, I will take the influence away on the outside and build my Moyo up. Ooh, and that is what this bump on the top of the head is really asking your opponent. It's like, what is it that you want? Do you want to stay in my corner or do you want outside influence? And I think Kaja having the outside influence with all the black stones on the wall here is really, really nice. Now we do see fortification being built right here. So we do see a wall for black being built right now. And we might see an approach into white's corner very, very soon. Black is going to separate these two stones, but white can put pressure. White can just Hane put pressure on black's two stones here because it's very limited. But these might just be sacrificial stones. Black doesn't have to totally commit to these stones right here. Why is that? Well, it's only a couple points, and we're still in opening / mid game. But if black can get forcing moves on the outside, sacrificing those stones, it's going to look really nice. We do see center playing a very important role very, very soon. I mean, you can see black already has a wall here. Black is trying to build a wall here. And potentially we're going to start seeing a cap and a shoulder hit or approach to finalize black's center influence. But white's not going to let black do that. White's going to extend out, and it's giving up this single stone. And then black just needs to jump, make table shape, make good shape, table, putting pressure on these two stones right here. And so what we can see, and this is again an evolution of what I am able to understand as a Q level player, is I'm now starting to see good shape. I'm starting to see table shape. I'm starting to see kosumis, bamboo joints, and all of that. And we do see that white does see the moil growing. White's going to try to reduce as much as he can, building from his strength. Okay, so he does have some strength here to do a 2 space. But yeah, I'm not too sure that this 2 space seems a little far. White can extend right here. But now this stone is going to be isolated. The cut is already cut. I mean, it's already cut, right? So these two stones are going to start running away. The only way home it has is these two other stones, which are isolated as well. So it's not looking very good. And as white is trying to struggle to live, black is going to start building the moil. Build good shape. We see the dog face right here, looking to poke at this cutting point very, very soon. Or even just Ataring right here. If black can Atari right here and connect back, this white group is dead. Hands down. The white group will die. Okay. Now, black is going to reconnect his stones. White needs to kind of pillar up. Oh, man. We still see these three stones. Yep. I was gonna say these 3 stones really look like they're in trouble here. Yeah, it's looking. It's gonna force black to take. Black might extend. White is going to try to loosely connect. Maybe a knight's move right here. Kosumi? Nope, just the straight extend. Okay, so white's gonna try to encompass black right here into the corner or into the side. Black is not. Black is going to be like, you have a large knight's move right here, my good sir. I can cut. And if we just, extend, and then cut, that is a-okay by me. There's also a peep here that might play a role later on. Well, black is going to go straight in for the cut, weakening these 4 stones, right? White will Atari on the other side. But that, I guess white's giving up those 4 stones now. White's going to give up the 4 stones. White's going to try to live in black's moil right here somehow. Oh man. White's gonna dagger through. So what we see right now is white pressuring black, forcing, using a driving Tsuji, forcing black to be split. Really? White decides to drive out. I don't know. Where's white going to go? There's a lot of black stones in the air. Yes, you have 4 stones that's being pressured, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is... If I mean, couldn't black just honey right here and then... Oh no, black is going to try to surround these 4 stones in preparation to kill this T-shape. Yeah, because black needs to get strength right now on these 4 stone. White desperately needs to run away, but now white's split between the 2 black groups right here. This black group is already fairly strong. I'm not really too worried. It has great shape, great way to run out. And the Liberty issues on these white stones right here. Couldn't black just Panuki right here? Not Panuki, create shape right here, right? These stones are not important right now. They're not important. Okay. What's important is killing this white group. These stones are forcing moves to build strength so that white doesn't really have a place to run. Tanuki, Atari. Extend out. Right? Extend out. No? But then white takes, black Atari's again, and then starts pressuring. Whoa! So white's gonna, yeah, black is gonna Atari. What? What? Really? Guys, I'm at a loss for words right now. Really? I would think this is a weak point for black, right? Because the Atari right here is really, really strong. Yeah, because it will get into a co situation. If white fills, black blocks white Ataris. But I guess white doesn't want to go for code. There's too many code threats here. Because, again, the biggest code threat is this quarter. Whoever wins this quarter in code wins the game, essentially. Because that's what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 points. That's 20 points, 22 points, if they're able to win the code. And is this worth 22 points? We're going for code right now. Whoa. So black gave it up. Black gave up these stones for this stone. And now, guys, take a look at what just happened. Whoa, this game. Okay. So black gave up these stones. Okay. It has 1 eye, but it doesn't have 2 eyes. So this is still a somewhat dead group right now. But black decides to capture this group. Now, all of white's potential is eroded, right? White used to have 4th line, 5th line territory, gone. Black is connected here, right? And now, black has strength all in the center. Black has strength. And black does have a weak group. So now black is running and white's going to follow. And as black's running, as black is running, right? Wow. Oh man. That's huge. I mean, the extension here for black is also pretty big too. It's about 10 points if black just plays at the 12th position here. Wow, wow. So now white is trying to live. White is not fully connected. This white group is in danger. White is building shape, eye shape, and white's going to do an Atari right here to build its eye shape. No, white's going to pressure black. This is a forcing move because, you know, next move is cut. Black's going to connect. White is going to force, right here, white's going to force black to connect. Not yet? Why not? If you play here... Oh, it's still a false eye. That's right. Oh, man. Wow. And now white's going to poke at black's shape. Yeah, white is under... white is under repair damage right now. White's trying to repair his group. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, and now white is going to take a big move. Now white feels confident. Everything's connected. Nothing is loose. So now white's going to start building again. And now black is like, well, you didn't go back to attack my group. I'm going to build living shape. Right? I have a couple forcing moves. Right? Yeah, black has a couple forcing moves. I don't... Now black is reducing. This is a reduction move, right? Yeah. Sure. Black connects. You know, it's another group up here. This is like the B2 bomber shape right here. But black is just going to reduce. Reduce all of white's potential. If black loses this group, he's like, okay, well, if you gain 20 points here, I'm going to reduce 20 points on the other side. Oh, man. Wow. And so as the players are building their boundaries, right? We have a wedge, we have a poke, a couple pokes and wedges here. We have the honey on the outside, and we're going to see black try to solidify this territory. And then as white is trying to solidify, black is going to reduce. There is still a 3-3 invasion. There's still a 3-3 invasion. With this attachment, there is a 3-3 invasion now. So white does have to be careful. Otherwise, black is going to take everything. Black is going to build good shape. Yeah. And then black will attach right here very soon. Wow. Now black is threatening to connect underneath. This move is to threaten the connection underneath. To survive, right? To connect these two. If black can build two eyes here, one eye on this side and one eye on this side, and connect it, then you're fine. And now we have another coast situation. So now what white's planning to do is cut through and take out black's base. It's really hard though, because this stone is in Atari. The P10 stone is in Atari. Oh man. And so we're playing for Ko again. And black takes the Ko. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. What is going on here? Yeah, that's a code threat. You know, that's a good 12 points right here. And then black takes the Ko. Yeah. But there's also another Ko up here that black can always take. Whoa. Guys, I am... Yeah. That is something. All right, so how many more code threats does black have? I mean, black still has a couple code threats, but white is really pushing black. Black's going to capture. No, black is not going to capture. Okay. White's going to take the Ko back. And then where's black's other code threat? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. And even just descending down here, if black can just descend down, cut off white's group from left and right, it kills this dragon right here, this chain. Okay. Yeah, black has to play. Now black is completely alive in this area, so there's no more co-threats on that area. And black can just push down. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Black is now going to continue on. Yeah. Break through. And it still doesn't mean that this group is alive. Black's going to take. White has to connect. Ooh. Yeah, black is going to go down. White's going to Atari. Black's going to connect. Ooh, black connects that direction. Oh, maybe the throw-in? What's going on here? Now this is all being reduced by white. Wow. So guys, I'm intrigued to know what your guys' thoughts are. I mean, the co-fights, just the complications of co-fights. Black is looking for another co. Black is looking for another co. Well, what if black just takes this right here? Is this enough for two eyes? If black takes, if black descends, white descends, black fills, this is at most one eye. And if black takes and fills, that is two eyes. So black still has a chance to survive on the top, but it takes about 2 moves. Roughly 2 moves to solidify, 2 to 3 moves. So if black can find a way to kind of just solidify his position here, the P19 move is vital for that. We need to close off the border right here. Yeah. And now we see another coast situation. What is going on with these coasts today? Look at this. Yeah, kill the eye. Yeah. We see the disconnect coming. Yeah, these are all code threats. Like I said, if you just slice through, that's a code threat. Yep. White's gonna take. And then what? What's black gonna do? Oh, yep, that's a co. Yep. And then, yeah, use up all your Aji. Why not? Yeah. I mean, black is already alive in this area. Black is already alive. So, at this point, let's take a look. Okay, white has this territory. White has this, potentially all of this. Yeah. And white has this now. Looks like. Okay. Black's territory is pretty much all of this. Plus this. And we are seeing the destruction of the top here. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, black has all of this. So just eyeballing, it looks fairly even. Surprisingly, fairly even. Yeah. It does look fairly even. So, but I feel like black still got the better trade out of everything. Am I crazy to say that? Is that crazy of me to say? Yeah. I feel like black got a better trade. Yeah, because this is forcing. This is a co-threat, right? To capture these 2 stones. Black is going to take the co. It feels... I'm not too sure. Yeah, black is going to take. And then white has another co-threat right here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, black has too many co-threats. I mean, black even has a co-threat right here. Right here. Black has a co-threat right here. Right? There's way too many co-threats. Black just takes. Yeah, now this is a solid 2 eyes, so no more code threats over here. Are they fighting for like half a point right now? Yeah, see, so now the code threat's coming in. And then we also see a potential disconnect right here, but I don't think that does anything. Yeah. And then we see the solid connection right here. Good. And then we see the filled in co. And then we're just filling out Dame. This is an extra point. Black is going to fill. Good, good. 80 more Dame points. Yeah. Yeah, we're just filling in Dame. Wow. I guess I'm surprised that they're filling in Dame, to be honest, but maybe it's a time Suji or something. I don't think so. Oh man. What a match. What a match. All right, and both players pass, and we have ooh, guys, guess what the score is? Guess what the score is. So again, Black has all of this. All of this. Plus all of this. Okay, so that's Black's territory. White's territory is this chunk with 3 points. So this is definitely 3 points. And White has, I believe, 6.5 to 7.5 Komi. So somewhere around there. And if we look at it, like I said, I feel like Black had the better trade. But just eyeballing, I would say that White's territory up here is almost as big as the two down here. Right? Because this is what? 5th line territory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th line territory. All the way down to by 19. So 6 times 19. What is that value? 100 something points, right? Let's even do 5 times 19. 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 19 is what? 95. So this is about 95 just raw points right here. Right? Approximately. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. And we have captures, right? Yeah. So, for this LG Cup final, round 1, the 29th LG Cup that was played almost 1 year ago, at least at the time of this recording, about 1 year ago, we have our Black player, Kaja, winning by only 2.5 points. This co was the game-ending co, the game deciding co. So congratulations to Kaja. I mean, this was an amazing match. Beyond played really, really well. And yeah, just this bottom left, that was an amazing. That was so cool. The Seki that happened, and who knew that these two stones would have played a role? And yeah, man, I wish I tuned in live to this, because this is my first time seeing this match, and this was an amazing, crazy co-match. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any matches that you guys want me to cast, please put it in the comments below. We are prepping for the next season of commentaries, so I'm excited to kind of share the next set of commentaries with you guys. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.